Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to discuss a very important topic for the BDS and MDS students and also for the clinicians, that is surveyor and surveying. And it is a frequently asked essay question. It can be asked as a short essay or a long essay, and as also a practical point of view for the MDS students also. So let's begin with the lecture. Here I would like to include introduction, parts of a surveyor, history and development of surveyors, modification of surveyor, that is Ney surveyor, Jalanko surveyor, then various survey lines, types of survey lines, then purposes of surveyor, surveying the diagnostic cast, tripoding the cast, surveying of the master cast, path of insertion, factors determine the path of placement and removal. And the survey process, that is identifying the most favorable tilt, tripoding the cast in the favorable tilt, placing the survey lines, design of RPD using color coding, then the review of literature, summary, conclusion and references. If it is as to say a long essay, then you should include all the headings in my lecture. Okay. Coming to the introduction. Actually, until 1950s, most RPD were designed and constructed by the time-honored method of eyeballing. The prosthesis is fabricated on the basis of educated guesses. And the turning point is that from the guesswork based on clinical experience to scientifically based procedure was the appearance of the dental surveyors in 1980. A dental surveyor has been defined as an instrument used to determine the relative parallelism of two or more surfaces of the teeth or other parts of the cast of a dental arch. Therefore, the primary purpose of surveying is that to identify the modifications of oral structures that are necessary to fabricate RPD, and that will have a successful prognosis. So this is the picture showing Ney surveyor. Dr. A.J. Fortunaty is thought to be the first person to employ a mechanical device to determine the relative parallelism of tooth surfaces. So what is a surveyor? Surveyor is the paralleling instrument. Okay. And it is used in the construction of a dental prosthesis to locate and delineate the contours and relative positions of abutment teeth and associated structures. It is very important definition for a survey. These are the popular surveyors. Which are they? This is a Ney surveyor. It is widely used because of its simplicity and durability. And this is a Jalanko surveyor, not the spring-mounted paralleling tool, okay, and swivel at the top of the vertical arm. The horizontal arm may be fixed at any position by tightening the nut at the top of the vertical arm. So the most widely used surveyors are Ney and Jalanko. Both of these are precision-made instruments. And they differ principally in the part that here the arm swivel, but in this it is fixed. This is a very important difference between Ney surveyor and the Jalanko surveyor. And the technique is also somewhat different. Okay. So what are the differences between NE and Jellicoe Surveyor? In the NE Surveyor, it is the horizontal arm is fixed. In Jellicoe, it is movable. Vertical arm is retained by friction in NE Surveyor, but it is spring mounted in Jellicoe. Shaft remains in any vertical position until again it is moved in NE Surveyor, and in Jellicoe, the vertical arm when released returns to its original position. Then cast table is moved around Surveyor platform in NE Surveyor, and cast table is fixed in Jellicoe Surveyor. These are the various differences between NE and Jellicoe Surveyor. Okay. Coming to the various parts of a surveyor. These are the various parts of a NE dental surveyor. This is a surveying platform. This is the vertical column or vertical arm. This is the horizontal arm. Here, this is the surveying arm. This is a mandrel. And this is the surveying tool. And finally, this is the surveying table. So, these are the various parts of a NE dental survey. Okay. And this is the surveyor which is available in our department. That is Model Marathon 103 survey. And the components and assembly is shown here. This is the arm. Okay. This is the handpiece holder. Here it is a model table and this is a model base. And this is a tool pin set. Okay. And first part is that level platform. It is parallel to the bench top and on which the cast holder is moved. This is a vertical column. It supports the suprastructure. This is the horizontal arm. It extends at a right angle from the vertical column. This is a surveying arm. It extends vertically from the horizontal arm, capable of movement in a vertical direction. It contains a mantle at its lower end, and the mantle holds the specialized tools that are used in the surveying process. And these are the various surveying tools. It placed in the mantle and used in various surveying applications. They are analyzing rod, carbon marker, undercut gauges, wax knife and tapered tools. Okay. What is an analyzing rod? This is an analyzing rod. Okay. It is used to determine the relative parallelism of surfaces on a dental cast. And it is positioned on a mandrel of a surveying arm, and it is used to determine the relative parallelism of surfaces on a dental cast. Okay. And it is known as a paralleling tool also. Okay. And it contacts the convex surface of the tooth. And it is used to determine the relative parallelism of the surfaces on a dental cast. And this is a carbon marker. It is used to mark the height of contour on one or more surfaces of a dental cast. And it may also be placed in the mandrel. Okay. And it is used to mark the greatest circumference of the teeth. And the lines that result are termed as survey lines. Okay. This is a picture showing a worn carbon marker, and it should be discarded because it will misleadingly mark the height of contour for a given orientation of cast to the vertical spindle of the survey. And this is the unworn carbon with an angled end. Okay. And it is preferable for marking heights of contour of abutment teeth and also perform various surveyings of soft tissue areas also. Okay. And these are the various undercut gauges. It is used to identify the positions of desired undercuts on the dental cast. And the undercut gauges are 0.010, 0.020 and 0.030. Inch embodiments. Okay. And these are available as various inches. Okay. That is 0.010, 0.020 and 0.030. And this is the wax knife. It is actually used during blockout procedures. and in the construction of surveyed restorations. And these are the tapered tools, that is 2 and 6 degree tapered tools are available for trimming block out when some non-parallelism is desired. This is the path of placement and this is for a block out wax. Okay. Then the surveying table. This is a surveying table. Okay. Cast of dental arch is attached to the surveying table. It includes a ball and socket joint. It permits spatial reorientation of the cast, tipping or tilting. Okay. Here is the ball and socket joint for the spatial reorientation of cast. And coming to the interchangeable surveying tools. Which are they? They are analyzing rod or paralleling tool or gauge line marker, carbon marker with a metal reinforcement sheet, undercut gauges and blockout tools. Which are the blockout tools? Tapered, that is, we have already said that is 2 or 6 degree tapers are available when the parallelism is desired. Nail wax trimmer for paralleling blockout and surveying blade. These are the various tools used with a dental surveyor. Here they are nail undercut gauges. These are the Jelenko undercut gauge. Here it is the nail carbon marker and sheet. Okay. Here the metal reinforcement sheet is there. Okay. Then this is the Jelenko carbon marker. And these are the various tapered tools. That is 2 and 6 degree. For trimming blockout when some non-parallelism is desired. And this is the nail wax trimmer for paralleling blockout. And this is the surveyor blade for used for trimming blockout. Okay. These are the undercut gauges. Nail undercut gauge, Jelenko undercut gauge. This is the nail carbon marker and sheet. This is the Jelenko carbon marker. These are the various tapered tools, 2 and 6 degree tapered tool. Okay. And this is the nail wax trimmer. This is the nail surveyor blade for trimming blockout. Okay. Coming to the carbon marker, it is used to scribe the survey line and to delineate an undercut area of the soft tissue on the ridge. Okay. So it is used to scribe the survey line and used to mark the height of contour on one or more surfaces of dental cast. Or in simple words, it can mark the great circumference of the teeth. And the lines that result are termed as survey lines. These are the various undercut gauges. Okay. Then blockout tools. To eliminate or block out areas of undesirable undercuts with wax on the cast before the framework is made. These are the various blockout tools. 2 degree and 6 degree taper tools. Okay, and nail wax trimmer and nail surveyor blade. Then coming to the history and development of the surveyors. Before the intervention of dental surveyor, dentists evaluated axial contours and undercuts of teeth by visual survey of the dental cast. And the Dr. W.M. Randall's technique is used for surveying a cast before the advent of the dental survey in 1890. Then Dr. Chase in 1906 developed parallelometer. Okay. To ensure the parallelism of precision attachments. Then the Robinson Surveyor, Philadelphia Dental Clinic Club originally developed this one. And this was the first surveyor designed as an instrument for RPD plan. That is Robinson Survey. This is the nail surveyor. Okay. Weinstein and Roth developed first commercially available dental survey in 1923. It featured a convenient palm rest on the top of the vertical. This is the convenient palm rest. Okay. This is the nail surveyor in 1923. And the current model of nail surveyor was introduced in 1937. Okay. This is a Wills Surveyor in 1929. It is developed by Noble G. Wills. It is marketed by Kerr Product, and here the cast is held by wax. And the modification is marketed by Gell & Co. Company. It had a spring-loaded surveying arm. That is the modification of Wills Surveyor. Then King's College Surveyor. It is an adjustable cast holder and parallel pivoting horizontal arms are there. Powerful magnet in the tilting table, and cast had an iron ring embedded in the base. Okay. Then the Roche Surveyor or D Surveyor. The cast holder was fixed to the base, but the table could freely rotate through 360 degree. And the horizontal arm was free to rotate 360 degree as well as to move vertically on the vertical arm. That is Roche Surveyor. Okay. Then coming to the electronic surveyor, it is developed in the year 1958. It is capable of passing a weak current through the surveying tool to the cast surface. The casts were treated with phenolphthalein, and contact with the surveying tool produced a fine red survey line. Then coming to the various modifications of surveyors. These are the multiple surveying arms. Okay, it saves time when changing surveying tools. Okay. This is a retendoscope, saddle lock company. Okay. The work light is there. It is attached to the vertical arm. Okay, here a working light is attached to the vertical arm. Then broken arm surveyors, addition of a broken or hinged or horizontal arm. It facilitated surveying and allowed use of a milling machine through the adaptation of a straight handpiece to the surveying arm. This is the knee surveyor which is converted into a broken arm surveyor. This is storage broken arm denture survey. And this is the Williams Gold Refining Company broken arm surveyor, Lenz broken arm dental surveyor, and Nesser broken arm dental surveyor. Okay. Then milling machines, that is the dental surveyors function as a milling machine or drill presses. It developed for precision attachment applications, and it ensures the parallelism of guiding planes milled into castings. This is a Chase milling machine, and this is Austinel precision milling machine. This is a Cavo precision denture milling machine. And this is a micro surveyor compass. These are handheld surveyor. It establishes the path of insertion by tilting vertical arm. It collapses for handy storage. And coming to the various survey lines, which are the what is a survey line? It is a line produced on a cast by a surveyor marking the greatest prominence of contour in relation to the planned path of placement of a restoration. And the surveyor is used to describe survey lines on the teeth and soft tissue. Okay, and proper placement of these lines, it is essential to design process and must be accomplished with great care. Okay. And which is the classification? According to Blatterfein, the survey lines can be classified into typical and atypical. Which are the typical and atypical survey lines? Blatterfein introduced the term near zone and far zone to divide the buccal and lingual surfaces into two halves. Near zone is that half which lies nearer to the saddle. This is the near zone and this is the far zone. And the typical is the medium survey line. And which are the atypical? Diagonal survey line, high survey line and low survey line. Okay. And this is the typical or medium survey line. These are the survey lines on the buccal or lingual surface of the tooth. It is approximately equidistant from the occlusal surface and gingival margin in the near zone and slightly nearer the gingival margin in the far zone. It indicates the use of an occlusally approaching or circumferential clasp. Okay. This is the diagonal survey line near the occlusal surface in the near zone of the tooth, but in the far zone, the opposite condition exists and the little undercut is present, common on the buccal surface of canine and premolars. Okay. This is the high survey line. It appears much nearer to the occlusal third of the tooth in both near and far zones. And it may arise as a result of abnormal tooth form. Okay, so it appears much nearer to the occlusal third of the tooth in both near and far zone. This is the low survey line and it is traced very low, and it can be the result of a marked inclination of the tooth. It is associated with the high survey line on the opposite surface. If there is insufficient undercut exists and it cannot be a retentive clasp. This is the median survey line. This is the diagonal survey line. This is the high survey line and this is the low survey line. So this is the near zone, this is the far zone, this is the edentulous space and this is an adjacent tooth. These are the various survey lines: median survey line, diagonal survey line, high survey line and low survey line. And this is the marking of a survey line by carbon mark. Okay. So that's about the part 1 of surveyor and surveying. In the next lecture, we will move to the process of surveying in detail. Thanks for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe my channel for more videos.